and welcome back to Minecraft Adventures with Tricia. We have returned from Mineshaft Purgatory with a whole bunch of iron, gold, and rails that'll all go toward creating a rail line up to the train station at the center of the world. Last time, I showed a small bit of what I'd done clearing out the path, but let's take a quick look at what that path entails. And to get there, let me introduce you to our newest animal friend. Now, she doesn't have a name yet, but as usual, you can leave your name suggestions in the comments. But check this out. She is fast, she's powerful, she's got a... Well, that was a terrible jump, but trust me, she jumps high. And take a look at her health. I think she has even more than built Ford Tough. So yeah, you can see I've got that path marked out with torches over here. Yes, that's right. I gotta come around this way now. And now I can follow the water. Maybe. And while we're riding, let's talk about our goals for today. Obviously, I want to get started with our railroad. And I spent some time in my creative world working on designs for a large bridge that stretches across the water section up here. And as a Michigander, I'm legally obligated to use Mackinac Bridge as inspiration. It's one of the 10 longest suspension bridges in the world and the longest in the Western Hemisphere, which is pretty cool to know that it's here in my state. I think I've got a crafting bench here. Let me just make a fence post real quick so that our new friend here doesn't wander off. Come back! But as you can already see, this is definitely going to be a very large bridge. And I think even though part of it is going to be over land, like this section here is definitely going to be above the water. Yeah, this is the section that's going straight across. All right, now we're going to Freecam this. So it goes out of render distance, but this right here is an island that once had tons and tons of dark oak trees. So I cleared all of it out, and I ultimately want to level this. We'll come down here, we can see I got a multi-step plan to get this bridge built. So I've already knocked out the first step, which is design. Step 2 is going to be materials. Not only do we need a lot of rails, but we also need a lot of iron bars, oxidized copper, and warped wood. So today, I'd like to take a look around and see if we can find a stronghold nearby. Because just like a mine shaft, we can find a ton of iron bars there and just snag as much as we can find. That'll also give us an opening to the end again if we want to get more shulker shells. So let's get started. But let me go get my horse first. Because it's about to get ugly out here. And I don't have a bed. Just have you hang out here. Make sure nobody's dead. Everybody's being taken care of. Our Iron Golem friends are doing their job. All right, so I have 10 Ender Pearls. Do I have any more in here? Oh, I have a full 16. So I'm going to make a bunch of Eyes of Ender because I don't know how many you're going to take. Probably not very many. I can't imagine it would be too far. I mean, I've already traveled, what, 1 billion blocks to get to a stronghold. I can't imagine it's going to be more than like 1,000 blocks. But just in case, I know I want to have enough to open up the portal. Okay, so we're going this way. Oh, great. So also in between episodes, in fact, it was before the last episode, I moved both Pekko and Eva back to the Pale House. I wanted them to be safe. I wanted them to be in a secure place, and I knew I wasn't going to be in Phoenix Step forever. Is it another one in the ocean? I swear swear if it's underwater again, I'm gonna be a little upsetty. Oh, village! Ow. Hopefully I can borrow a room for the night. Just because I'm sure they don't want, you know, their shit rocked. This is a very poorly placed tree. Just gonna fix that real quick. Lots of kitties! Oh my god. Yes! Ow. Okay. Time to break out the shovel. And we make our way down into the ground. And it's not nearly as tense as it was last time. Slowly digging along, digging a hole down to the ground. Ooh, we are in deep slate. Crunchy. Oh my god, this is ugly. Oh, this cave is pretty big. Alright, let's just light this up for a while and then we'll take a look. Yes! Found it! Hell yeah! I'll figure out how to get back up later. For now, this is what I wanted. Before I do anything, let me take down these coordinates. 2107, negative 24. 1323. Cool. Now this is what I was looking for. These iron bars. Yes. Give me the bars. Oh my god, I have so much junk. Alright, one thing this is also telling me is that this clearly is not the builder's stronghold. Because there would be a lot more signs of it having already been explored. Where here there's nothing. And I'm really curious to see what the builder's stronghold looks like. Or, like, where it even is. Oh. I'm running out of torches. Let me just grab some of these. And I know I was kind of talking about this in the last episode, about how the older versions of the game were so sparse. And the idea of getting lost in one of these in an old version just sounds horrifying. Yeah, like even now, Strongholds are really unnerving. Like, just these claustrophobic quarters. Ooh, treasure. Library! Hell yeah! Let's dump some of this off. Now, do I need bookshelves? I feel like I wanted them for something. Oh, treasure. Yes. But I also feel like I got the bookshelves that I needed. And I don't really want to take anything that I don't really need right now. Because right now I'm just looking for iron bars, and I don't want to waste inventory space. Treasure. That's not bad. More smithing templates. Hell yeah. Shit, which way did I come from? Did I come from this way? Oh, no, portal room. Hell yeah. Hey, asshole. Okay. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let's fill this out so I can put my Eyes of Ender away. I did that last time too. And that's cool because now I can jump through there and get back to the village when I'm done raiding the place. God, can you believe the last time we were in a stronghold was about 6 months ago? Because it was right around Thanksgiving. And the tension was so high back then. I had no idea that this was going to be our adventure. And that it would take us all the way out to fucking nowhere. Oh, we have hit the mother lode of iron bars. Yeah, I kind of wonder if the builder did anything with his stronghold in the way that I tricked mine out. I ended up decorating the portal room to look like the lush cave that's around it. And I kind of tore apart one of the libraries in order to make the enchanting setup. And then I also have the tunnel that goes through with the subway. I'm not entirely sure how many stacks I'm going to need. I just know it's going to be a lot. Because this is what's going to be on either side of the bridge as guardrails. Yeah, this is so unnerving. I can definitely see why people were terrified of this game in earlier versions, and they're like, oh my god, our game is haunted. Especially when there's no music playing, and you're just surrounded by your thoughts, and oh, that's my path up. It came all the way around. And then I think this way was the portal room. Yep. There we go. Is that it? I don't want to just go through right this second in case there's more. Well, I ran around in circles for a while and didn't find shit, so we're just gonna make our way out, I guess. Here we go! Oh, it's been a minute since we've been here, huh? No new books. Hello. Sorry, I'll get out of your home now. Although, wait a second. What are the odds that I can make it up there with an ender pearl. Oh! Odds are good! Oh no. Oh my god, you guys are very cool, exciting, happy. No! Ow. Didn't work. Oh, let's just do the standard thing and just pillar our way up. I will say it's a lot less stressful trying to do this when you don't have a dragon breathing down your neck. Okay, now should take me right down there. Okay. And then this should take me right out to that villager's bed, right? Woo! Hi, friend! Good morning! Oh, it is morning. Excellent. Oh, I wonder where the stronghold is. Tell you what, I'm gonna sleep here because I can't imagine anyone is gonna be coming all the way out here. Now the question is, where the hell am I? I am really far east. I want to go west now. For the first time in my life, we are going west. Okay, let's get this elytra on. Stronghold Village. You guys do your thing. I am headed home. All right. We are safe back at our house at Phoenix Step with a whole bunch of iron bars. Now this should be enough to get us through at least one section of the bridge. And then anything else that we need to make, I'm sure we can just use some of the iron that we collected from our mining trip. I also collected a couple of other basic things like tuff. I'm going to get some more cobblestone in a minute. But I also need a bunch of warped wood. So I got this from my wood bundle. And I went to the nether to get a little bit more netherrack so that in case I lose a little bit of the nylium, I can always just regrow it. But that also meant that I had to make a nether portal. And check this out. Let me just block this off again. I don't want anything crawling out. So we come out right here. And I made this path a little bit nicer. But look over here. If we come to the edge, you can see this is the other end of the builder's tunnel. So if we need a fast travel back up to the Pale House, we can always just go over that way. But we're about to make our own fast travel, so let's get back to it. Here we are. Oh, there's a wandering trader. All right, I don't like resetting my spawn, but I don't plan on leaving this bit anytime soon. Hi. Anything interesting? All right, let's take a look at what we got. Step 1, design. Step 2, materials. Step 3, storage. I've got some storage right here, but this, I imagine, is going to be a disaster in a little while. Terraforming above the water, terraforming under the water. Oh, I gotta do terraforming first. There's I guess we're terraforming. But we're definitely getting there. I think right now warped wood and oxidized copper are our last resources that we need. And I've already got quite a bit of warped stem. I think there's even more in the shulker box over there. But let's just keep going for a moment. You know, when I look at the damage that's been done to this island, part of me kind of feels bad. But also, I think about what B00 said. He put out a video for his main Building with B00 series recently. And he was talking about how he was so afraid of changing the landscape. Like the landscape generated in a certain way. And he was always afraid to do any major damage to it. But ultimately, he pushed through that fear and ended up creating something absolutely phenomenal. And I'm thinking, well, it's not like I'm just destroying it for the sake of it. I could, but that just seems like a waste of time. But what I'm doing is I'm creating more of a flat ocean like this. I want it to look flat and pristine so that when the railroad goes over it, because I think, where's the torch? I think is right over here. Having the bridge extending all the way out to that line over there and being able to see it from just outside of the render distance over there, just seeing it looming out of the fog without an island in the way, that's going to be sick. That is the look that I'm going for. So yes, I'm taking his advice, and I'm not going to be afraid of changing the terrain. No, I'm going to need so much more warped wood than this. Because even like 4 stacks of logs is going to get me 16 stacks of planks. Which is going to be about 12 stacks of fences. Plus I need gates as well. Oh god. I might be at this for a lot longer than I thought. Oh my god, I've crossed the 1500 day mark. When did that happen? I must have been tearing this down. Holy shit. That is a hell of a milestone. Oh, now we're talking. Yes, give me the oxidized copper! Okay, this is gonna give me an idea of how much stuff we need. Oh gosh, I don't even think that's enough. No, that's not gonna be enough at all. Oh my god. Well, time to lay down some more copper. I need to get to 235 over there. All right, good news is this was about 2¼ stacks of cobblestone, which gives us a good idea on how much we're going to need to continue making this bridge. The downside is we still have that much to go all the way over beyond where that torch is. And I know for a fact we're not going to have enough tough brick stairs. We're going to have probably enough iron bars. We're going to have just enough oxidized grates. But let's just get as far as we can with the resources we've got. No! Ah, oh, damn it. Well, that's boding well. Oh no, just kidding. Did I already miscalculate this? Was this actually 3 stacks? Alright, I guess we're laying down more copper. Oh, but even just seeing that, I knew it was always gonna look worse before it looks better. But this is gonna be so sick. And I know it's gonna have all the supports and stuff underneath. And that's what all of the warped fences are gonna be for. So once I start getting those in place, then it's gonna really feel like this is a bridge. So right now, obviously, it's just kind of half of a bridge in the sky. And I did say this was gonna be a massive project. But this already feels like, yeah, the work is gonna be worth it. And it makes me really excited for the next update, where we get the Happy Ghast. Because a Happy Ghast would make this under section so much easier. I still don't quite know how I'm going to get those supports up, but again, that is a problem for future Tricia. Alright, I've officially run out of tough brick stairs, which means I gotta go collect some more tough. But I think that's a fantastic place to leave this episode. We've made so much progress today, even though it still looks like a disaster. We took down this entire island over here. We started building the bridge. The train station is going to be up in those mountains back there. And I think if I wrote down, it was at like Y level 100, which means we're going to have to dig a tunnel up into the mountain to actually get to the train station. But obviously that's not going to be today. We have a lot more resources to gather, but we are definitely on our way. So next time we're going to continue working on this bridge. We're going to get it farther down. Hopefully all this copper will finish oxidizing by then. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And we'll see you next time.